Okay, so this is gonna be a Xerath mid lane VOD review. And, okay, wait, let me slow this down. Just starting off, this is a Xerath versus Annie lane. So just this matchup alone is a matchup that Xerath should win until Annie flash ults him or something. But even then, what did he take? Summoners? He took teleport, okay. So you might want to take, let me pause it. You might want to take barrier here, just because the all-in from Annie, barrier or heal, because the all-in from Annie, level 6 the flash ulti, that is kind of, you know, spooky. You don't want to fall suspect to that. So in the grand scheme of things, you could avoid the level 6 flash ult by playing smart, but you know, just to be safe, grab the barrier for future reference. It does depend on the matchup. Like if you're playing against, I don't know, fucking Anivia or something, then it doesn't really matter. The teleport versus barrier, that doesn't really matter as much. But to stay alive on Xerath, taking something not teleport would be advised. And the reason Xerath wins this versus Annie lane, because you know she can just poke Annie with impunity really, and there's nothing she can do about it. So right here, okay, for a sec, okay, if you were going up to auto her real quick, no, again, if you're going up to auto her, you're gonna take aggro from these 3 minions. You auto her, and let's say she doesn't auto you back, the damage that you take from the caster minions will be basically equivalent to the damage you just did to her with the auto attack. That's not worth it. This Q is good because Qs don't, spells do not generate minion aggro, autos do. So you see that auto you just did? You missed the Q, and then you auto attacked. So you came out of this trade behind, even though you went in, I think, full HP. Let me just break this down real quick. And this kind of thing is important because fixing your trading, I'm willing to bet that this kind of trading where you take disadvantaged trades happens a lot. You see, you're full HP, full mana. She is not. She's already on the back foot here. She's down 1 CS. It's even CS so far because yeah, now it's even CSC. But anyway, so right here, you have 2 attacks. You have your Q and then you have your auto attack. When you miss the Q, now when you go for the auto attack, you're gonna take minion aggro here. Sure, it might be only 1 or 2 shots, but like, you only have 2 things to hit her with. You missed 1. The other one is an auto attack. That's gonna generate minion aggro, and then she gets auto Q, auto off on you. That's electrocute as well. So now you walk out of this trade a lot worse off than you started with. This could be avoided one of 2 ways. You either hit the Q, or you back off after you miss it. And that's just understanding your damage output and the way trading works. And again, so this is all like really minor-ish stuff, but it adds up really quickly. So you cast this Q, right? There's no reason to cast W here. Look at this right here. You just walk up and then there's no reason to cast it here. Right here. Like, I can give it a pen. Right here. There's no reason to cast it here. If anything, cast it over here, so then you hit the minions as well as her. Because like casting here, it doesn't do anything for you. This lane is already pushing. Okay? So this lane is already pushing. So if you hit these minions and, you know, auto it, get this wave out of here, this wave right here, fuck, your wave, move. Your wave comes, crashes into this tower, and then it all resets back to this even spot. This is to prevent a gank from Kayn, or any jungler, really. Regardless of what this jungler is playing, you shouldn't play. You should not play like you're not going to get ganked. Look, if Kayn ran around the side here or something, because I'm assuming, yeah, you are going to have to walk up all the way here to CS. If Kayn comes, ganks you here, ganks you from behind here, or behind here, whatever the case is, you're going to have to blow a flash. Which leaves you open to a return gank or just an all-in from Annie. She's still Annie. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this trading here, this is good. This is fine. Because we want to push this wave into the tower to reset it. You never want to be in a position where your champion is sitting right over here. This is like the worst position for you to be in, and this is the best position for her to be in. You don't want to be there. So right here, just start autoing the minions. Autoing the minions. Start autoing the minions. Whittle them down. Use your Q. Use your W. Push this into the tower as fast as possible. You don't want to be in this zone right here. If this jungler was anyone other than Kayn, if he was a Jarvan, whatever the case is, you would be probably dead right now, because their jungler comes around from the side, ganks you, and this distance is really far. To your tower from where you are is really, really far. And he has a stun. You will get red buff applied on you, and even if you flash, you're still probably gonna die. Yeah, just imagine if a Jarvan just walked up and EQ'd you right here. You are dead. You need to push this wave in, and you need to get it into a better spot. And like, you're not gonna see like a bronze jungler or a silver jungler punish you for it. Punish you for this, but if I saw this in my game, 100% I'd be on that Xerath ass. I'd be running it down mid. On Elise, Jarvan, whatever. And so right here, if you are watching the map, you can see Kayn bot lane. So this again so now that we see their jungler, this gives you the go ahead to stand over here. To stand way up here with this Annie and pressure her out of lane. Because you can't get ganked if he's bot lane, right? So that's why that applies. That you be aggressive. Now see, the lane is back into an even spot. So at the very least, this is good. Ah, come back down. Okay, and right here. Back up a little bit. This Kayn is playing like a boosted monkey. Look at this. Okay, your Vayne catches a glimpse from him right now. If you and Annie run down at the same exact time, if you guys both just run down, one, you can do more than Annie can because you're higher HP than her, and you'll just get there first. If you run down and she runs down, you can trade into her. Look, no, don't do this. Do this. Your jungler is here. Look, there's already a fight coming. If you just run down... Did you see Annie? Did you see Annie walk from here, from her tower, downwards? Because she sees this 1v1. You can't play the game fully zoomed in like this. You have to look right here. If you run down, this is definitely a summoner spell. Look, Annie, okay. Do you see this? Do you see this? If you literally walk down right here, you throw your stun, you hit your W, you hit your Q, she's dead. She is dead. If you don't get a kill on Kayn over here, at the very least, you get this kill on Annie. It's either you get her kill or you get her summoner. Like, one of two things can happen here. And both of them are positive. And you see, this fight is going on. Okay, no, this is really bad. Okay, this fight is going on. If you combo her, if you combo him, they're both dead. Kayn might not die to your combo, but he would definitely die to you and Vayne. And I know I'm like pausing a lot on this early game, but this early game is really, really important in mid lane, because in mid lane you are most available to help your jungler do things, right? This is one of those things that they need your help with, right? You could have beat Annie to the roam by a long shot, and then you could have killed Annie before she roamed. But instead, what happened was you tunneled too hard on your wave. Annie flashed, Annie got the kill on your Vayne. Now Annie is ahead of you, despite Annie losing her early game trades. She lost because Xerath beats Annie in lane. And despite losing that, She's ahead of you. I'm assuming she has to die here. Okay, so you do get the kill. It ends up being an even 1-for-1. But still, this all could have been avoided. Your Vayne could be alive, and you could be 1-0 or 2-0. Instead of it being a 1-for-1 trade like this. So, okay, all this aside, you are 8 CS on top of her, so that is good. And what you want to do here is you want to shove the, okay, you don't, this like awkward pileup of minions, like here and here, this is bad. Since Annie's dead, you can just hit all these things with your spell shots, hit all these things, get your wave to push in to this tower, and the wave will reset and it'll come back to where it's supposed to be. Like right in the middle. And you have red buff too, so just auto the back minions one time each, then combo everything in the lane. Come back. Yep, good. And I cannot stress enough how important map awareness is for mid lane. And then on to, okay, back. You have to back. You need to back. You have to back here. Overstaying like this, it's not the death that's important, it's what comes after. Okay? You staying here means that when Annie comes back in lane, Annie's gonna have, like, disregard this. Annie's going to have an item advantage on you, and you're gonna be out of mana. And you're not gonna have, you have how much gold? Oh fuck, how do I see gold? Let's go find out. I am so sure there's a way. There we go. You're sitting on a needlessly large rod. 30 gold away from a needlessly large rod. That's a lot. Needlessly large rod, boots, and lost chapter, whatever you want to get. But that is a lot of money. You're sitting on 1,200 gold. Like, if Annie runs back in lane and decides to run you down, what can you do about it? Realistically, you can flash, but then you just wasted your summoner spell for something that could have been very easily avoided. You have next to no mana here. Greeting for this wave is not good. It's just not good. Yeah, and then here comes the gank. Now, see, imagine if Annie had flash, or imagine if this wasn't Kayn, if this was fucking, I don't know, Skarner, or imagine if you didn't have flash there. Like, the number of things that could have gone wrong because you overstayed for a few autos on tower, it's just not good. You have to get into the habit, and this isn't like just like this matchup thing or a one game thing, this is an every game thing. When the enemy mid laner is dead, you push the wave and then back. You just shove it to their tower, so it resets, just like it is right now, and then you back. So, you know, the move to push the wave, you did push it, that's good, but then you didn't do the second part, and that's to back. Because when you back, right, you would be getting into lane in like, I don't know, 10 seconds? Oh, you end up teleporting, okay. So, you would be getting into lane in like 10 seconds, if you just were walking, if you backed and walked. That's just, like, you miss at most 1 or 2 minions. And you do get to save your teleport that way. Okay, that's fine. And again, a lot of this is micro, and it's, what's the word? It's hard to, like, keep it all in your head in the span of one game, but these micro decisions, especially in mid lane, like, it's the first 5 minutes, and I think I've paused like 48 times. These micro decisions really, really matter. Like, as the game goes on, the amount of micro decreases and decreases, and it becomes more of a macro game. Camera, please. It becomes more of a macro game, but just here, there's a lot that could be improved that would result in, like, just a lot more lane dominance from you. A lot more lane dominance. This right here, this is really good, what you're doing here. I'm not sure if you're doing it consciously or not, but if you're not doing it consciously, let me just explain. Annie is level 5, you are level 6. You are a lot stronger than her right now, because of that gold lead that you have. If she walks up to here, she will take a fucking beating. And so, she wants to come get this, and when you stand right here, like you're doing right now, this is really good, because it forces her to give up CS. She's giving up CS, and when she's all the way fucking back here, or even here, I think, she loses minion XP. So you're denying her XP, you're denying her gold, this is exactly what you want to do when you're ahead. And, okay, I don't know what that was. Don't use your abilities willy-nilly, you only have 2 of them. One of them is a stun, and you only have 2 other ones. Don't just throw them willy-nilly. If you're gonna cast them, you have to hit them. That's just like mechanical. On a champion like Xerath, though, where all your abilities are skill shots, you have to hit them consistently. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. You can push her right here. Just push her out of lane. The goal here, like what should be in your head right now, is good ward, and just push this bitch out of lane. You don't need to play. Look, you don't, just like you were doing before, you don't need to sit here behind your minions. You need to sit up here. You need to sit here. You need to say, listen, bitch, you're gonna sit at your turret. You're gonna sit over there. You are not coming to get this wave. You're just gonna watch me CS, and you're gonna understand that if you come up, I will pop you. Yes, good. No. Okay, see, you're doing it like sort of, kind of, but okay, again, I don't know what that is. When you do that, you're using one of your 2 main abilities. That's a lot. If you consider that you only have 2, and the third one is a stun. See, like right here, cast a stun, right here, this is easy. Do you see this? Do you see how she clicked towards you? Do you see the way she's looking? She clicked like right over here. If you throw the stun, hit the circle, hit the Q, what is she gonna do? She walks away, you hit her with the ulti. She either dies or blows flash. Right? Okay. Don't auto attack. Right here. Okay, I'm like 98% sure that you're playing on Smartcast, which is fine, but you have to be acutely aware of hitboxes. Okay, let me just go back a little bit. And again, I know I'm harping on about mechanics and all these things, but it is vital that you get this down on Xerath especially. It's different if you're playing any, because it's point and click. It's different if you're playing fucking, I don't know, Malzahar, because it's point and click. But with champions like Xerath, Azir, the mechanics are so important that you need to get them down. That's all this champion is. That's all Xerath is. It's just mechanics. If you hit nothing on Xerath, then you're essentially okay. Anyway, right here, you see where Annie is? If you throw this stun right here, it hits the minion. You see this minion? The stun hitbox is like this. It's like this. It will hit the minion 100%. Right? So you have a few options here. Okay? You can, let me pick a different color here. No, it's not good. You have a few options. One, you can use your Q and your W in this area first, kill this minion, and then stun her, or something like that. Or you can maneuver yourself this way, or you can maneuver yourself this way. You cannot hit the stun. It's physically impossible. From this angle, you cannot hit the stun. And then when you try to, you hit the minion. You see, you have to know the hitbox. Xerath's hitboxes are pretty generous, I'd say. This is good. This is really good. Start ulting. Why are you in ulting? Why'd you let her leave? If you hit 2 ults on her, she's dead. All you have to do is hit 2 out of 3. She will die. Even if you don't ult, chase her down. Just run after her. Do you ult here? Start ulting. Why are you waiting? There you go. See, you did it at the end, so I'm glad you did it, but you could have done it a lot sooner and just ended her. Right here. Okay, so the map awareness thing. Kayn is top lane. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but just to reiterate, Kayn is top lane. You can push another wave and then back here. And the reason pushing here is, I don't know where you're going, but the reason pushing here is good is because Annie is dead for 12 seconds. It'll take you about 4 seconds to clear this entire wave, and then you back, and then you run back to lane. Okay, so then you'll be in base by the time Annie spawns and starts running. So you guys run to lane at the same time, the wave is reset, and it all starts all over again. This Annie has to come back to lane and endure poke after poke after poke. That's how you want to play. You want to, okay, let me just finish what I'm saying. So you want to suffocate her, because right now you have the complete upper hand. So you're winning, but you could win harder. You can make it so that she just wants to leave the game. Right now, she doesn't want to leave the game. She wants to get back to the lane in CS. But, you know, that's not what... You want to make her feel like it's hopeless and that she just wants to leave. Anyway, so, that's that. But then you decide to roam top lane. So let's talk about this roam. It's bad. There's nothing you can do here. Okay? Best case scenario, think about it. Best case scenario, it's like a 1v2, right? Despite that, and they see you coming, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, do you see this? Do you see what's happening here? Regardless of if you get this kill or not, you inted a kill while you were ahead. You essentially inted a kill. There was no need for you to roam here. This fight is over. If you roam, it's a 1v2. You're putting yourself into a handicapped scenario. You didn't have to. You could have just stayed mid. And this is also giving Annie a window back into the game after you just stomped on her. You know, regardless of if you get this kill or not, you're ahead. Trading 1-for-1 while you're ahead is bad. Trading 1-for-1 while you are behind is good. You're ahead here, so trading your life for Gnosis is like completely worthless. It means nothing. I assume you TP here. Here, no. Okay, you have TP up. Here, you TP. Since you have it, the reason you teleport here is because this wave is crashing into your turret and you want to catch the wave. So you want to catch as much as possible out of this wave. You end up getting most of it, but you could have gotten all of it if you teleported. But, moving on. Okay, so you hit spells. You hit skill shots, that's good. You hit this? No? Okay, okay. You have to leave. Good, you left. When you don't have any of your abilities, you cannot trade. We see Kayn bot lane, right? So, he gets a double kill. That's yikes. Your jungler's going bot lane. Your jungler's level 5. This is pathetic. This is so pathetic. Okay. Right here, you know, just run over, drop a ward on dragon. It's not like the most obvious thing, I guess. But, you know, try to be a little aware. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Again, this goes back to the laning. Look at this. Look at Annie's HP. Look at her AP. She has, what the fuck? She has 60? You have 140. You have more than double her AP. You have an entire, look at this. She's halfway to level 8. You're just level 9. You have 2 levels on her. Double her power. Double her range. Why in the world are you sitting here? Right? Let me change colors again. This is colorless shit. Why are you sitting here? Right? Let's say that you know Kayn is at dragon, right? Or you're afraid from a gank from bot lane. You have flash. You have flash right there. If you sit over here, sit here and just throw your spells at her. Just throw your spells at her face. Just obliterate this. You have your ulti. Start ulting. Just do something to this. This much HP is kill. Okay? Look at this. When you hit 1 Q on her, her HP chunks from like here to here, right? Now, when you hit your R, like this much HP is kill range. She's under kill range. This is like playing Hearthstone and you have lethal in your hand, but you're just not using it. You're just letting her live, and I don't understand. Look. Walk up, combo her, kill her. You hit the ability. Soraka uses heal. There's no way. If you start ulting, there's no way she live. The fuck was that? Okay, so she just inted, so by this we can tell that she doesn't have a brain. Perhaps her monitor isn't on, whatever the case is. This is really good. You can one-shot the back minions at this point. So you are unbelievably strong. So what you want to do now at this stage of the game, your team is behind, but you are so ahead. Their team is behind, but their Kayn is so ahead. So right now, what you want to do is you want to say, okay, you know what's up? I'm going to shove... that teleport sound is annoying. You want to just... I'm going to shove this entire wave. Just obliterate their HP. Then you're going to run bot lane. And you're going to help these sorry sons of bitches. Because they are just really sad right now. Your bot lane is really sad. Actually, they're not even that sad. They're 1-1-2-1. They're fine. They're just a tad, I don't know, mellow. That's pathetic. Anyway, yeah, Kayn's gonna get another double kill, isn't he? That's fucking annoying. Okay. If your bot lane didn't die, roam and help them. You already have dominated Annie. Now, you know, manifest destiny. Go conquer more lands. Don't just... The goal shouldn't be to sit here. The goal should be to fucking manifest destiny. You know what I'm saying? Run top lane. Look. Don't help her with this. Let her struggle. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter as much as this. Look at this. Easy kill. You walk up to Nasus, you are gonna fuck him up. There's just... He is gonna get fucked. But, you know, instead we go for this. This is... it's not the worst decision, but I do think this is just better. Look for opportunities where you can expand your influence. If you land... okay, you land the Q... Q? Why'd you flash? What is she gonna do to you? You're 2 levels on her. What is she gonna do to you? You did not need to flash there. If anything, flash forward. What is she gonna do to you? She's just gonna hit you with a stun, do like half your HP bar with her entire combo. She cannot kill you, but you can most definitely kill her. There's no reason to flash there. Okay. This happens. I assume you out mechanics him here. Okay. Real quick. Let me just fast forward this. This happens. Okay, this is not what I'm interested in here. It's right here. You get the stun, which is great. Turn around, cast your Q, cast your W, cast your ulti. Kill him. Kill him. This is a kill. Nice. Start the ulti. Why are you just letting him live? You did this twice now. You're just letting them walk away from you. Why? It might go back to your mechanics. You have to be able to hit the ultis, but you're never going to hit them if you never cast them. Here you overstay a little bit. Not the... I don't blame you. He was really low. I wouldn't expect him to stay either, so that's not, you know, the biggest deal. The problem is that he shouldn't have been low in the first place. He should be dead. Okay. So you run back into lane now. You have a mind-blowing lead on Annie. This game should not be a loss. You can carry this. Regardless of Kayn's score, you can carry this. You can take apart his team. Holy fuck, this is such a boosted dive. Yeah, okay, run top lane, help your time. Yeah, this is good. This is great. Okay, that's not great. You can still win this. You need to land your abilities. Really good. Okay, you have missed every ability except for the first one, so that could be better. Nar's dead here. Oh, never mind, Nar lives. This is easy. Wait, this is actually easy. Right here, do not run near Nar. Okay, Kayn's gonna pop out and kill him. Do not run near Nar. That's mechanical. You have to understand what Kayn's ult does. If you ran here, or just stood still, Kayn dies, Nar lives. You killed your Nar. Right there. You can kill him. This is another kill. Use your ult, man. Look, right here. Nice. Drop him. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Good. That's really good. Okay, so yeah, we pushed this lane. Good. Okay, never mind, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I think right here you should have pushed this lane as well for 2 reasons. One, these 2 clowns are dead. They can't come kill you. You can see Annie mid lane CSing away. If you push this lane, then this wave, this entire wave, this comes in, this hits the turret. The next wave comes in, crashes the turret, and then the entire wave bounces to that middle point that we talked about earlier, where where you want the lane to be. Come back mid. Okay, hold on. Come back mid. Why are you here? Okay, look, your positioning on Xerath, I don't understand it. I do not understand it. Think about what your champion does. You are one of the longest range mages in the game, right? Why do you have to walk up this close to the minions? Like, the minions are gonna come this way anyway, right? Your W range, I think, has a range of like here, right? I think this is the W range right here. It's a little longer on this side, but that's not what we're talking about here. So if the goal is to cast your W, then you could have casted it from right here. You don't need to. This walking up here, this is unnecessary. And again, I apologize if I'm harping about the little things, but Xerath is all about the little things. And then she just pops you because you overestimated. She just flash pops you. So you cannot have predicted the flash, but I don't think she would have flash ulted you if you were under your turret. I think she would have been too scared. Your bot lane ints. Well, actually, this is not even an int. Vayne should be able to help here. But Kane gets out. I think they double kill and then they triple kill. Okay. So your bot lane isn't the problem. The problem is your jungler. Your jungler is kind of pathetic. I think this is like complete inting. You can't control her gameplay, but you can make it so that she ints less. You understand? So it's not on you to make her not feed, but you could help her feed less. That's what I'm trying to say. Right here, okay. You see Annie in mid lane. She's CSing. It's impossible that she is not on your minimap right now. Okay, when you put yourself here, you're putting yourself with an Annie here, and then an enemy team here. Where are you gonna go? Okay, your only option is to flash this wall, and then even then, she can come over. She can very easily just jump over here and then kill you, or Kane can run this way, jump this wall over here and kill you. You're putting yourself between literally a rock and two hard places. You, instead of doing this, right? You see where your team is? Come stand around here with the Varus. Come stand behind this dragon pit. You don't need to be... Oops. You don't need to be way out in the middle of nowhere, where one, your team can't support you, and two, you're probably gonna die here. Like, right here, this is complete warning signs. You need to get out. You don't end up dying. Okay, that's really aggressive. You don't end up dying, but if this Annie wasn't this much of a bitch, you would have died. Alright, so we see the Annie. We start backing away. That's good. Okay. Yeah, okay. This team fight at this point is over. Kane is really strong. Get to the tower, get to the tower. Nice kill. Okay, he's dead too. Wait. That was a really nice stun. And combo on the Soraka. Stun on him, combo on Soraka. Great. Great. Okay, this is really good. So, this turned a lost fight into a meh fight. This is good. This is meh. Like, it's not super great. It's not great. It was just an even fight. Kill her. She's dead. She has to die. You have to land the ultis. At least one. If you hit one, she's dead. You gotta land the ultis. I don't know how to help improve at them. Just practice, I guess. So, I mean, at least you made the move to kill her. So, the ulti is mechanical, but at least you made the move to kill her, and the move to kill her is what's important. The execution might have been bad, but, you know, that's okay, because that'll improve with time. That's not what I'm concerned about. Okay, this Clown Fiesta happens. I don't need to go over this because you guys have the numbers advantage. If you don't win this fight, then you guys deserve to lose this game. I have nothing to say about that. When you have the numbers advantage, you have to win the fight, and you guys do. So that's great. Right here, we pressure the tower. That's great. Watch the death timers. They're up in 15 seconds, so I think you guys can push for a second one. Yes, you can. Here we go. Oh, their bot lane just is not giving a fuck at all. So right here, you can push this. Okay, quick shot calling thing. You can push this. You see your top lane stacking up? This entire wave. Push this. Come here. Come here. Take this tower with your team. Your entire team. Start ulting. Good. Nice. Okay. At least you made the move to alter and you... What the fuck is this? Yikes. Anyway. So you made the move to alter. Good. Good. As the game goes on, it looks like you're more willing to ult, but you can do it. You could be like a lot more fed than you are currently. And this consequently leads to them being less fed because they can't be fed when they're dead. Nice. Okay, good kiting. That was a good condemn. Your Vars end up going down though. Yeah, Kayn has a Spirit's Visage. He's a really tanky target now. This is just like a really extended team fight, I guess. Nice kiting. Nice kiting. Good. Nice. Yeah, I don't think you do enough damage anymore. Due to Soraka and Kayn just face tanking everything, you don't do that much damage. But your Gnar is split pushing, which is really good. This is really good. Look at this. Even though you guys are down 8 kills, you guys are only down 1,000 gold, 1,500 gold. This is nothing. 1,500 gold spread across 3 people, that's 300 gold per person. That is so little. You guys are hardly down gold. It is still winnable. Kite, kite, kite. Good. Good. Nice moves. Do you have your ulti? You do have your ulti. You don't need your ulti because you tapped him. That's really good. You got the stun as well. This is so good. Okay, Baron, right here. Look. You had your jungler, so at least you have a smite. You have your tank right here in Thresh. Your team is at full HP. Their jungler is dead. Their support is dead, although that's really inconsequential. You have to go Baron. No. No. Bad. No. 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 No, 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 no. You guys need Baron here. For 2 reasons. One, it helps you... If you get Baron, you can do this kind of push next time with Baron buff. And 2, it denies them Baron. Because if they kill you here, then they have the option to go Baron, and then you lose. So, looks like they kill your jungler, they kill your support, they kill your AD carry, and now they're gonna go Baron. I'm assuming they go Baron. They should go Baron. Baron is the right call for them here. They end up just going for Infernal Drake, which, I mean, that is also really good for them. I'm not sure if Infernal Drake was up before you pushed this tower, but then you should have gone for Infernal Drake. This, like, now they have double Infernal Drake, so this is just really good for them. Again, long-term investment. He get hooked, he gets chomped. You're playing these team fights pretty well, but that's not the main improvement area here. Like, you're playing the team fights well, but your team can be ahead right now. Your team is ahead right now in gold, by the way. If you ever felt like this game was like not winnable, your team is ahead in gold by a few hundred right now. Okay. Nice. This is so good. This is a comeback. Good. Clear this stuff. Okay, yeah, this is fine. There's no risk of dying here, so you're fine. You want to play top side of the map because top side is where Baron is, and that's that's where you want to play. You want to go there, bring your team there. Okay, let's slow this down. Kayn comes in. I'm assuming he ults you here. Yeah. Okay. Your ADC goes down. This fight is an L. This fight's an L for 2 reasons. 1, your ADC died. 2, you died. Or rather, you got pushed out of the fight by Kayn. Even if you didn't die, the fight is still lost because you couldn't chomp their backline. Yeah. After this, it is kind of... Yeah, they just murder you guys one by one and end the game, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is really bad. You do manage to catch some people out. Your build looks fine. Everything's fine in that department. Okay. You don't want to ever run it down like that. Don't do that, because if Kayn comes around this wall, you're dead. If Annie comes around, you're dead. Or like Annie plus Kayn, Annie plus fucking Nasus, whatever the case is, you're dead. Do not run like that, especially when you don't have your team with you, and even more so because your team doesn't have a tank. Your team does not have a tank. Your Gnar is building fucking Mauve Malmortia's second item. I'm not sure why. He's playing against a Gnosis, and I don't understand what that item is. Doesn't seem like any thought went into that. Okay. Your Thrush. Throwing it down. Your Vayne is a dead boy. That's a real dead boy. Your bot lane is getting chomped. Okay, the fight is lost. The fight's lost before it even began. Your team just doesn't stand a chance of winning. Winning team fights because of team comp. You know, they have double tank. Ross is tanky here. They have double tank with the Soraka healing them. Not to mention, this bastard is 20 and 6. I don't think, if you did all the things I told you early game, it's hard to say if your team would be ahead or not, but yeah, it's hard to say if this situation would still happen or not, because the Vayne jungle is just really troll, but, you know, it definitely would be a better situation, and it's important, it's important to understand that the things I've been saying, these aren't just, like, specific to this game. These are, like, broad overall improvements that need to be made. The game's over at this point, yeah, the game's over. Those are broad overall improvements that need to be made. Because, like, looking at the replay, they're, like, really glaring, the things that need to be improved. And so if I'm opening the second replay now, if there are things that are, like, doubled in the second, I'm not going to go into them as in depth. I'm just going to, like, briefly cover them. I'm just going to briefly cover them because I don't think there's any benefit in repeating myself when you can just watch the VOD over again. This VOD, I mean. Okay, so, you know, going into the game, just look at the matchup. This is Xerath versus Zed. You're gonna die. Like, you are going to die. I don't know if there's a real way to avoid death here. I really don't. Zed versus Xerath just heavily favors Zed after 6. Pre-6, you can kind of, like, poke him. So, your goal here should be to poke him out. Try to make him give up as much CS and levels, and just make him give up as much as possible between levels 1 through 5 between levels 1 through 5. After that, you kind of have to just sit at your turret and you know, hope what you did was enough. Aside from that, their bot lane is Kog'Maw Soraka. That means that if you run bot lane, the chance of you hitting the stun is, like, astronomical. It is, you know, these two retards, they can't run anywhere. Like, they don't have an Ezreal E or something to dodge. If they don't have flash, you should hit your stun, and that is that's a successful gank. Okay, so that should be your game plan. You know, pressure Zed, and then run bot lane and help your bot lane. Good, this is good. Nice poke, really nice. Wait, let me open up the. Okay. This is really nice poke. You're autoing him. Auto back up. This is good. Nice. So far, 2 for 2 on the Qs. Do try to dodge his Q. His Q, it's a little minor thing, but it would help you avoid some damage. 3 for 3 on the Qs. This is a lot better than last time so far. Nice. Haven't missed a Q yet. Okay, I won't serve minions. That's fine. Okay, so in this specific matchup, every spell you cast matters. Don't try, like, when you use your spells, try not to use them for the minions so much as him. If you can get both of them, great. Otherwise, aim for him. Because, see, Zed's one of these champions where if he's low, if he goes in, he's going to die. So that means he can't go in. And since he's melee, if he can't go in, he has to stand really, really far back, which means he's giving up gold and XP. Good autos. Okay, real quick. This is, like, specific to the Zed matchup. It's a little specific. Okay. Try to cast. You see this? This, like, the circle, the main point, focal point was right here. He's standing over here. Okay. I know we're playing on quickcast. I can just tell. So don't put your cursor here. Your cursor will, like the middle, your cursor is the middle of the blast, right? Put your cursor over here. Okay. Click. You're probably clicking over here, and then using your W. Instead, click over here. Click right next to your champion, or don't click at all. Just aim here. Aim, put your mouse right over here and hit the W. He's not going to dodge it. He can't dodge it. He cannot dodge it. You will hit that. And it won't be such a wasted spell. Okay, wait. You see this Q? This Q. I know that you're aiming for this minion right here and this minion right here, right? But I do think that if you angled yourself over, instead of standing here, if you just moved along this curve, right? If you moved and stood over here, you hit this, and you hit the Z. Okay, that's just a little like optimization thing where you can get more bang for your buck, so to speak. Yeah. So it's not a huge deal, but you know, if you do it 3 or 4 times, that's his entire HP bar. Okay, again, you need to hit these abilities. You're doing a great job of it early game, and then your W seems to be the thing that you're missing the most in lane. Your W seems to be the thing that you're missing the most. Either take it off Smartcast or get better at aiming your cursor, because it's where your cursor is, okay? So right here, a few things. Again, you can't take teleport into every matchup. You need barrier. You need 100% barrier here. If you had barrier, he's dead. If you had barrier, he's dead. The reason he's dead is because he is probably going to have to auto you, okay? Which means he takes aggro from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fucking minions. 9 minions just beating on his ass, okay? He already W'd forward, so he can't W back out. So his only escape is to flash. You have your flash. You have your abilities. He just got stunned. He should not be able to kill you here. He should not be able to kill you here. Okay. Just look at his HP. Imagine if you could have survived that ignite and you could have just casted one more Q, one more W. Or conversely, if you hit a W earlier, that would have been enough damage. Okay, so that literally came down to a game of inches that could have been won at like 6 points during that laning phase. So you teleport back in the lane, okay. You push it out, good. Push it, good. Good, now the wave resets, and okay, there's a little trade here. It's beneficial for you because again, you have the minion wave. He has to auto you to get like 1/3 of his damage off, right? And so now Zed has a kill, and you don't have flash, which puts you in an insanely precarious position, right? So you have to play really safe now. Like, look, if he does this, and he hits you, and he's level 6, you are dead. If he's 6, you're dead here. You're just dead. I don't know. I think this lane is over now. If this Zed plays well, this lane is over, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because what you could have done about it was like right at the beginning. You could have stopped this like snowball mid lane from happening. But instead, it went the opposite way. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so yeah, right here, you're gonna die. If he wanted to, he could have popped your stopwatch. He could ult you and just pop your stopwatch. You lost this lane. It's over. Like, within the first 7 minutes, you have lost lane. And I'm not trying to be like too harsh or anything, but it's just how this lane matchup works with Zed. Also, you see what Zed's doing right here? You see how he won lane. He has definitively won his lane at this point. At this point, this could change. But anyway, he has definitively won his lane at this point, right? He immediately runs bot lane to try to fuck with your bot lane. So he's, you know, that Manifest Destiny shit. He's like taking his influence and saying, "What's up? What's up? What's up, dude?" He's only ahead by 1 kill, but it's scary enough that he can definitely pressure bot lane. You know, now imagine last game if you did that. If you were this Zed just showing up and saying, "What's up, dude?" and just like dropping a few bows on people. This trade was good. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he's just not good enough to hold his lead, and he'll end up throwing it at some point, but that doesn't change the fact that this shouldn't be a problem in the first place. Alright, good positioning here. Really good positioning here with the Q over the wall. That's really good. You stay out of harm's way, and you get the damage off. That's really good. You come over here. This should be an easy cleanup. Wait a minute. Okay, she's dead. He's not. This should be easy. Nice. 1-2. There we go. Okay. That went as well as could be expected. You shouldn't juggle here with him. Dance. You don't do this dance with Zed, because Zed has a very real chance of winning. So don't do the dance with Zed. You know, just be happy that, you know, you got your little window back into the game. And back up. You know? This is pretty standard. Laning, you roamed top lane. I'm not sure why. Real quick, that you ran all the way up here and then back down. I assume it's to gank the Nasus, but then he died, so that's fine. Okay, nice. Good. This is just like team pressure. There's nothing really to comment on here because I'm not seeing anything that you did wrong. Like, it's a little bit of a team deathmatch, but you are playing it well, so, you know, that's good. You've caught up in CS, that's good. Like, you're playing the rest of this lane pretty well, but you could be winning right now. Instead of winning, it's even. See what I mean? So the problem here isn't that you're losing, you know, the problem is that you're not... How do I put this? I don't fucking know. Like, this could be a lot better. You know, you could be in a scenario where even though he has the advantage in lane, that you're the one who's winning it. Like you're like 3-0 and he's the one who's just like 0-2 or something, you know? Right here. Good. You see his HP. If he goes in, you can kill him. Right? I'm assuming you can kill him. If you land your abilities. Drop ult. Start ulting. Nice. Good. Okay. Well, you know, we talked about the landing them, but you made the move to ult and pressure him out of lane. That's good. Okay, the jungler's top lane. Backing, I do notice you pinged the MIA, so that's really good. It doesn't really matter, because the Yasuo's dead anyway. Okay, right here. Look. Why are you here? I'm assuming you just wait around for Zed to come back. Why are you waiting for Zed to come back? Look at this. You have your ult up, right? Can I click on you and see? Yeah, you have your ult up. You see this bot lane? Just run. I'm assuming the range is like pretty big. You're not level 11 yet, so it's not rank 2. So if you run like right here, just you know, you know Zed is top lane. Like, you have multiple pieces of information here. You can see all 5 members of their team. These 2 are bot lane. You know, Zed just showed top lane. You pinged him missing. You knew he was going top lane. And you also could have seen his like icon there when he popped up. You can see Garen top lane, and Nasus is dead. There's no one to kill you if you just take a quick little jog down here, start dropping ult. Regardless of if it's needed or not, the move to do so is good. Instead, you sit here for 15 seconds just waiting for this clown to come back into lane. There's no reason to do that. You know, right here, if you run bot lane, maybe you could get the Straka kill, or maybe you could push for the tower, or maybe you guys could do dragon. Like, there's so many options available on the map, and instead, it's just like kind of wasted. Because there are things that could happen that are not happening. This is good. Get the tower here. Nice. So we end up staying. We push for the tower. That's fine. This missing ping, this is fine. Like, you didn't have to roam with him. The reason you didn't have to roam is because he roamed through his jungle, which means to follow him, you'd have to take the long way. And there's no reason for you to do that. There's no reason for them to be there, so. This is fine. And he died in that too. Okay. I don't know about the decision to stay here and then go so close to the turret. I don't know about that. Doesn't seem like the biggest deal, but yeah. In the future, maybe don't push up so far. Look right here. Okay, you're doing it again. You do not have flash. You just blew flash. Okay, let's see who you can and cannot see. Okay. You can see these guys. Okay. You don't know where Garen is. You don't know where Zed is. I think you can see... Think you can see Nasus? Yeah, you can see Nasus. So it's still two people that you can see. What do you do if Garen comes sprinting out of the fucking... Sprinting out of the bush screaming Demacia? You can't do anything. You're relegated to eat his silence. You don't have flash, so you have to eat his silence and die. Like, you will die. That's just how it is. You can't be up here. You cannot be here. Roam bot lane. Back. Honestly, roam bot lane. Roaming bot lane is 100% the answer right here. You cannot be here. See, just because this Garen failed to punish you, so it's not completely obvious in game that you made that this is like a really big mistake, but when you're looking at the replay and you can see this Garen spinning his ass over here and you're like, oh yeah, he could have just ran over and killed me, then you can see that, you know, you pushing up, look, without flash, you cannot move past this line right here. See this torch? Don't pass the flames, right? Do not pass this little fucking fire right here. Don't pass that, because you're at risk to die without flash. With flash, you're at risk to die still, and then you keep running forward, which kind of gives me the like notion that you don't know what to do here, so you're just sitting mid and just, you know, spamming your abilities. And you know, you're not going to see a significant like punishment in this elo for it, but if you get to higher elos, you will 100% get punished for this. You cannot push this far without any repercussions. Instead of doing this, right, so the solution to this is to just run around and help your team. You know, you push this wave when it meets in the middle, right here. You push the wave, then you run, and then you help your team. Like right here. Not here. You don't be here. You be here. You be over here. You be over here. You know, you nuke this kid. You nuke this Raka. You do something. You do something to help your team come out ahead on this team fight. Okay? So, this fight ends up happening. Your AD carry goes down. Your support is low. Your jungler goes down. And you're still mid lane. Do you see the problem here? See the problem here? See, Zed doesn't need to go to his team because his team is ahead. You need to go to your team because your team is not ahead. If you were here, maybe it would... Soraka died. Okay, so if you were here, 100% you could... Oops, this is still on the... If you were here, you 100% would have made the difference between Kog'Maw being alive or dead. Zed doesn't need to be there. You need to be there. Because Zed's team will win without him, but your team will not win without you. So you need to be there for that. I do believe you lost Dragon as well. So, yeah, you did. And your Yasuo is super fucking ahead as well. This game is so winnable. You guys are ahead in gold. Look at this. You guys are ahead by 3,000 gold. Neither of these two games should be losses. Alright, he dies. Can't control that. Alright, push this out. Start ulting. He does a little like wiggle, I saw it on the minimap. That's good, but he ends up dying. That's fine. Okay, your bot lane ends up going down. Again. Okay, right here. Okay, so when you're standing, look. You're standing right here, right? So you clear this, right? And then you're like, oh, okay. Let me just go clear the mid lane. That's all the way over here. You have to take a significant travel time to get there, when you can just run top lane catch this entire wave, which is 1, closer, this distance is shorter to walk than this distance. 2, it's safer, you know, there's no one up here. No one's here. You cannot die, but if you walk here, you can die. For 1, for the reasons we stated before, and 2, because their bot lane and their top, like, there are people on the bottom side of the map. Okay. There are more minions, it's safer, and it's just a shorter distance to walk. There's no reason to run it down mid again, because look at this wave that's stacking up. Look at this wave, right? And then look at this wave. Do you see what you're running towards? There's nothing here but like sadness and death. And I think death is coming. Oh, nope, it's not coming fast enough because he has fucking Cinder Hulk. God bless. Anyway, oh, or third option, you back and you stop these retards from running it into your base and destroying your shit. You're Xerath, you can wave clear. You can be here, you can help this. Look at this. Look at this, destroyed. This game is very winnable. Instead, Yasuo takes over, does that thing, so you start ulting here. Okay, it's not the biggest, wow, okay, that's not the biggest problem. Vayne is inting. Staying here is bad. Staying here is kind of bad. Because you're really low. If Kog'Maw just like ults you, you kind of die, I think. Or you die in 2 ults. The point is, don't do it. Don't overstay like this. Yikes. Yeah, I think you're about to die. Oh, no, you don't die. Bro. Yeah, this is all like pretty standard. Like, this isn't really a problem. The overstaying there, just back when you're low. Your Yasuo dies. Now they're ahead in gold, okay, after all this stuff. The the focal point of this game was bot lane when the 3 of them went and just murdered your bot lane like twice. I got like 3 towers out of it. Yeah, there's like a little skirmish here. Clear you back. You're sieging. You're sieging. Team fight. Team fight. You could have done more in that team fight. Look, you could have done more. Like, I'm not even looking at the game. I'm looking at the mini map. Okay. You see your mana? Fuck, your mana shouldn't be this low. You have you're at like the complete bottom of the barrel. I'm assuming it's because Yasuo took blue, so he's bad for that, right? Auto, someone. You're this close to your tower with stopwatch still active. You have the stopwatch. Zed cannot kill you. You can just walk under turret and stopwatch, right? Auto for mana. Auto. He just jumped like auto. Just drop an auto, and then use the rest of your kit. There's that, and then there's you shouldn't be the slow. Just mana. Like, even though your Yasuo is trash for taking the fucking buff, mana. What? Mana. What's the word? It's like mana consumption. It's like mana fucking. Pulling a complete blank. Whatever. It's just that thing where you watch your mana and you don't overuse. Right here, I don't know why you're bombing these guys when you should be bombing this guy who's smacking your fucking base. Your Poppy has the right idea, and I don't know why you're still trying to fight them when you should be fighting him. The game is over. The game is lost. For a few reasons. One, they have Nasus, they have Kog'Maw, they have Soraka, all these champions are scaling. Garen and Zed are irrelevant. You can replace Garen and Zed with any other champions, and the result will be the same. The game has gotten to a point where these 3 champions are just going to take control. There's nothing your team can do. Even though Vayne, Xerath, and Yasuo are pretty good late game, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. Vayne will not hit this late game until very far in the future, and she also has a Duskar, which, you know, that can tip you off to the fact that she also another Vayne player with their monitor off. So, you know, like, it's not even monitor off. It's just a really dumb player. But moving on. This game is lost at this point. See, so So despite the fact that you have a 6-1 KDA, right? You might, you know, you might come out of this like, okay, so I think I played well. You did play well, but you could have played more well. This could be better, more well done. And again, it's hard to say if your team would be in this scenario if you did play better. I'm gonna say that this scenario would have happened regardless. This time I can say kind of with surety because the times you did misplay, you didn't die, you just weren't punished for it. So it doesn't mean you didn't misplay, it just means you weren't punished for it. Being that you weren't punished for it, you can almost equate that to not making the mistake at all, and your team is still behind despite all that. So you know, this situation would have happened regardless. I feel the only way it doesn't happen is if you roam bot lane and kill this Kog'Maw 14 times. And I mean, hey, maybe that might have happened, but I'm gonna go with no. Yeah, the rest of this game is over in like 3 minutes. Again, a lot of it is early game. I do hope that this like helped you, especially with the micro and the things to do on Xerath, specific matchups, and some general things just to, you know, reiterate to make sure you do remember, like the major things. Do not take teleport into every matchup. You have to understand why teleport or why barrier. If you take teleport, you take it versus a farming champion like Anivia. If both of you are just going to be farming your asses off, then there's no real point in taking barrier, right? Because barrier is to keep you safe. Safe from what? You both are farming. You know, if you're playing against a Zed, taking teleport essentially just gets you into lane to die faster. You want to take barrier so you don't die, period. You know, versus Annie's same scenario. What else is there? That's kind of it. Barrier teleport. Maybe replace barrier with a heal, depending. The only thing with heal is that if they have ignite, it reduces the heal if you both use it at the same time. So you know, just be cognizant of that. You could also run Ghost on Xerath. I'm not sure how viable that is anymore. I don't really see it. Usually I see teleport, heal, or barrier. The other thing to walk away with is to just like, this applies more to the first game than the second game, and I think that is due to the Zed matchup, is to kill your enemy. It seems really like, you know, haha, that's obvious, but you could have killed Annie game 1 like 16 more times than you actually did, but you just didn't kill her. I don't know why you didn't kill her, but anyway, I do hope this helps.